Meredith?
Joe, could you have asked for much more from Parmalee tonight?
No, he had a tremendous night for us. Tying home run, a big homer late, another one, the double. Made a really good play on the ball hit to Didi. The pick that he had to make, that was a tough play. He had a really good night.
He spent time in the majors with the Twins, with the Orioles, signed a minor league deal to start this season. What do you think this was like for him to get that opportunity and really make the most of it?
Oh, I'm sure he's really excited. We've seen him before. We've seen him hit home runs against us. I think Andy Pettit was talking about how he hit one in the basket at Minnesota against him. He's been a good player, and we were pleased. We thought he had a really good spring training and knew that at some point he could probably help us.
It seems like you've talked about Carlos Beltran for about the last month now, but what has it been like to watch him over the course of?
He's been so big for this offense, just big hit after big hit after big hit. Another huge night tonight for us. He's solidified, the third spot in the order and has done a great job.
So when you get contributions early from the offense on a night like tonight when you wind up scoring 12, how much do you think that's contagious? The offense.
I think when you're scoring runs, it's contagious. Guys are swinging the bat. Everyone's contributing, and we needed them tonight. Because Nate struggled a little bit with his stuff tonight. His stuff was not as sharp again. He'll bounce back. I'm not worried about that, but we needed some runs tonight.
Susan?
And another person, Anthony Swarzak, comes up.
Great.
And just a terrific performance. Can you imagine what it's like for him, what he's been through?
Yeah, he's got to be really excited. He went down to AAA and he started for us, and then he went back to the pen, what he's been used to doing. In Minnesota, he was kind of a long reliever, and he had a lot of different roles in Minnesota, and we had seen plenty of him. But I thought he had a big night for us, too.
Joe, what kind of impact do Ellsbury and Gardner give you when they're having this kind of, when they're on this kind of roll?
Well, you score a lot of runs usually. And you don't have to work so hard to score them because they're, going first to third, first to home, stealing bases. Doesn't take as many hits to score them.
Barry?
Joe, what do you think it is with Carlos? Is he healthy? Is he making a run maybe for another contract?
I think he's healthy. I said last night that the first year he had multiple injuries, and he ended up having surgery at the end, and I think he got off to a slow start probably because of that surgery. But, you look at since like the middle of May last June, he swung the bat extremely well.
George?
Eovaldi's last start, he said the splitter wasn't there. Was that a problem again tonight?
Yeah, I think that was part of it, George. I didn't think he had great command of his fastball tonight, which when he's been on a roll, he's had both those pitches.
Joe?
Joe, did you ever lose faith that with all the injuries mounting on Ellsbury, that he had lost some of his quick twitch skills that made him special, that you wanted him on your team in the first place? No,
because I had seen, he got off to a great start last year. Then he had the knee issue, and I it was somewhat of a struggle, but you still saw signs during his struggles that he could still be a really, really good player. And you look at his last 40 or so games, he's been outstanding. He's been extremely consistent, whether they're right-handed or left-handed, played a very good outfield, big hits for us, getting on base. So it was just, if he was healthy, we knew he'd play well. But, he had that freak injury last year, and it took him a while to overcome it.
Roger, to your left, Joe.
Joe, you spent a lot of time this season being asked questions about the offense underperforming and not being able to score runs. Is what we've seen the last several days what you imagined this team would be like? Is this what clicking looks like?
Yeah, I think so. I would love to get 12 every night. It'd make things a lot easier. Yeah. Yeah, I think we've definitely swung the bat better. Gardy's going again. Mac has a big home run yesterday, a big double, a single today, but big 2 RBIs. Castro got going again. So when they're all hitting the way they're capable, we're going to score runs. We just went through some really hard times, and it seems like they're figuring it out.
Who else? Yep, to your right, Joe.
4 in the 6th, 4 in the 7th. You don't have to use the back end of the bullpen. How nice is that, Joe?
It's really good. I wasn't going to use Betances or Miller tonight anyway, so that's why the inning and 2/3 that Swarzak gives to you is huge, and the inning that Yates gives to you is huge. So it was really nice.
Joe, for now, is your plan as simple as Parmalee against right-handed starters and Ref Snyder against left-handed starters?
I really haven't thought about it. I mean, I said that Parm was going to play, and I'm still going to say that. So I haven't even really thought. I haven't looked at the matchups, what's in front of us, but there's a good chance that he'll play.
Anyone else? Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.